Hello my beautiful friend and welcome back to another daily video. Today I have some bad news, kinda, and some good news, kinda. I know that's very contradictory, but please bear with me. I have a couple of things to show you. Let's start with the bad news first. A couple of weeks ago, we already talked about that 72% of devs believe Steam has a monopoly on PC games according to a study, which of course is stupid. But again, we already talked about this one. And oh boy, I do wonder why why certain developers and publishers think this way. I mean, it has nothing to do with this stupid Nvidia's GeForce Now, where they are pulling out of the regular GPU market and are going to focus more on the more lucrative AI market, the Gen AI market, as far as I'm aware of. And this is not a discussion about AI because that is a very nuanced one. And this might be a video for another time, but not today. But if you have seen my original video about Nvidia GeForce Now, then you know what I think about this. If not, I really dislike, up to a point where I really hate game subscriptions like this. This is also the same thing that I say and think about Microsoft's Game Pass. I also really hate this one because in the end this is a net negative for everyone. Because why should big studios deliver us a good game where we want to pay money for it to keep it? Which this overall you will see is the bigger topic of this video, paying money for games and keeping them. Because we have games like this. We are not going to talk about this article, I just think it's really funny that they try to paint this game as Fable's British humor could help it to stay afloat in today's sea of open world action RPGs. Yeah, not with a face like this. But then again, why would I pay money for this if I have Game Pass or GeForce Now, which again is really stupid. I really dislike this. Again, there is no incentive for bigger studios to deliver us good games when you can have a subscription model that you pay less for in a month, or so it seems, and then just try the game and see, oh, it's crap, so I'm not going to touch it anymore. But they have their numbers. This is the reason for it. But with all of this, with all the subscription models where you basically stream the games, and of course, you probably already heard of the RAM shortage and PC parts prices just ramping up because of all the data centers and everything. We have this article here by Insider Gaming, written by Tom Henderson. And as always, I don't read the articles before I record because I want to react to it while reading them the first time. So, RAM price increases could see next generation consoles releases delayed. I do wonder why. Oh yeah, also, by the way, I'm really sorry. This article and the next one, I'm going to share those in the description box down below. So we have Insider Gaming has learned that the ongoing price increases in RAM due to the rise in AI could delay the next generation of console releases, which in my mind is a good thing. Delay those consoles. We first mentioned the rumor during our Insider Gaming weekly episode on December 19th, where we mentioned that we had heard that there are already ongoing talks at the high levels on what the RAM availability could mean for the next generation. Okay, there's also the video here. From what we've heard, the industry as a whole is concerned about RAM availability, as they should be. Yes, they should. And what that is going to mean for mass producing consoles at a competitive price point. Not only for the next generation, but it could also mean that that yet more price increases for current generation consoles will hit us in 2026. Oh boy! So, a couple of weeks ago, we also already talked about how Sony has seen this coming and how they bought up a lot of RAM in foresight. Not like Microsoft, who were just basically, yeah, I don't know what Microsoft is doing. They're stumbling over their own feet right now. And yeah, let's just continue on, then I will talk a little bit more about my feelings of this. RAM modules have increased in price by several 100% in the past few months due to the demand for AI. And with the pursuit of AI seemingly not going away anytime soon, RAM availability could continue to be could be a bottleneck. Or at the very least, the RAM shortage will mean that prices will continue to hike because consoles are not at an all-time high with prices. Oh no, they are not. Oh yes, because it's such a regular occurrence that consoles are going up in prices, not down, right? It leaves console producers in a very tricky spot moving forward, and while consoles have traditionally been subsidized to a certain extent in the past, it seems like RAM availability and price increases will mean that the next generation of consoles, which were already believed to be much higher in price than previous generations, could be extortionate? I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that word. From what we understand, the situation has led console manufacturers to debate whether the next generation of consoles should be delayed from their intended 2027-2028 release window, with the hope that RAM manufacturers will be able to build out their infrastructure to produce more RAM, thereby allowing prices to drop. Regardless of what happens, though, it seems that the next couple of years could see the current generation of consoles prices increase further. Oh crap, I'm sorry, I also butchered the sentence here. So, console prices already way too high. The thing here is, last month, November 2025, there were more PS5s sold than the Nintendo Switch 2. And what was it, the name? NEX? Or whatever, NEX Playground? Yeah, let's just say that. The small console was just the built-in camera for the family games and so on. Those outsold everything. So that means we had a huge chunk of PlayStation 4 people who upgraded to a PlayStation 5. So as of right now, there is no need for Sony to upgrade to the PlayStation 6. Because what would be the argument for people to buy a new console, which obviously is going to be more expensive? I hope you can see what I mean here. People just bought a new console. Microsoft's console is dead. Just be real here. We have retailers sending back consoles because they're just sitting on the shelf. Earlier this year, I thought to myself, I do want an Xbox. Then I saw the prices and I did not buy one. Then the prices went up and there is no reason to buy one. Just be real here. So I bought a Steam Deck. And the Steam Deck is now, besides my PC, the most used thing in this house. I'm not even using my Switch 1 anymore, because why should I? It's just collecting dust there in front of my TV. But that's another discussion. The other thing here is also prices for consoles, prices for PC parts. This is really terrible. And also, why should I buy a console? And again, I was a big console player. I had every PlayStation. I had the first couple of Xboxes. I had basically every Nintendo console, not the handhelds, just the consoles. No, wait, I did have every Nintendo console except the Switch 2. Huh. I wonder why I don't have a Switch 2. Totally different topic. But 2 years ago, not even 2 years ago, I bought this PC, and now, despite all the issues I have with PCs, I enjoy this one. And I don't have to pay a monthly subscription again for the PSN. I don't have a monthly subscription for the NSO, so the PlayStation Network, for the Nintendo Switch Online and everything, where I need to pay this because because they have another infinite money glitch, so I can play with my friends online. I can do that for free on Steam. I know this was always a thing. I always had a PC, just not that powerful, because I didn't have that money. I still don't have the money. I just I just saved up a long time to buy this PC, and I hope it's going to stay alive for a couple of years now. But we can do all of this for free on PC. We can do all of this for free on Steam. And this is one of the reasons why this study is here, where 72% of devs believe Steam has a monopoly. Of course, it makes sense, because I can buy a game, and as of right now, I know it's still basically licensing it and so on. So stop killing games in the EU. I hope you're going to do the right thing. But we do have also stuff like this upcoming in the future. I'm going to buy a Steam machine. There is also the ongoing war with Microsoft's Windows 11, where companies are rolling back to Windows 10. And I really dislike Windows 11. I hate it so much. It's just bloatware, it's spyware and so on. I'm just too tired and honestly a little bit too lazy to switch over to Linux. So I'm waiting for the Steam machine to, to have SteamOS and Linux in my house. And then after a short while, I'm going to convert this PC also to a Linux-based thing. But yeah, Microsoft is struggling, even to a point where Bill Gates has been called in. And also, again, on Steam, we have stuff like this. Up to 90% off winter sale. This is just an example. I just clicked on it because Bandai Namco, and I know people love, me also, love Elden Ring. I have it on PlayStation, sadly. But then again, stuff like this, where you have 50% off of Armored Core, Sparking Zero was fine, Tekken 8, and so on. You also have discounts on the consoles, but they are not as good as on PC. Then we do have this article here. Again, this is the whole topic. Buy a game, keep it for yourself. We have GOG, so Good Old Games, a platform that I really like, but sadly rarely use. And I really should support them a little bit more. It's just this laziness and again tiredness of myself that Steam is just so easy to use. This is my second Steam account. The first one I gave away to a very good friend of mine because back in the day I didn't have a PC and I was just a console player with my N64. So I do remember the times when you had to update your games manually and where Steam was basically just Counter-Strike, Half-Life, and yeah, that was basically it. So yeah, that was terrible times when you had to update your games manually, where you had to check, oh, I have this update of the game, so I need to download this patch. Oh, but this patch is not compatible with this one, so I need to download this patch. It was terrible, man. So, this article by VGC, written by Andy Robinson, it's going into very good hands. CD Projekt is selling GOG. Co-founder Mikhail Kaczynski says GOG will uphold its values of freedom, independence, and a genuine sense of ownership, which again I absolutely fully support. CD Projekt has sold its PC game store GOG.com to its co-founder Mikhail Kaczynski. I don't know if I pronounced that name right. I'm sorry. GOG is focused on DRAM-free digital games, including modern releases and the preservation of classic games, and has operated within Witcher and Cyberpunk owner CD Projekt for over 17 years. On Monday, CD Projekt announced that its co-founder, major shareholder Mikhail Kaczynski, is purchasing 100% of the shares in GOG for 90.7 million Polish currency. I'm sorry, I don't know what you have over there. I should, because I have a lot of Polish friends. $25.2 million. As part of the deal, CD Projekt and GOG have signed a distribution agreement that includes a plan to release CD Projekt Red's upcoming games on the platform. Michal Nowakovsky, joint CEO of CD Projekt, said the sale would allow it to focus on game development while GOG remains in very good hands, and I really do like this. With our focus now fully on ambitious development roadmap and expanding our franchises with high quality products, we felt this was the right time for this move, he said. For a long time now, GOG has been operating independently. Now it's going into very good hands. We are convinced that with the support of Mikhail Kaczynski, one of GOG's co-founders, its future will be full of great projects and successes. Oh man, this is a long article. We would like to thank the GOG team for years of fruitful cooperation and wish them all the best. Wait, what happened to the team? And to the GOG community, I say see you around, because our upcoming releases will naturally be available on GOG as well. Oh, okay. This is Nowakovsky talking about... Okay, I thought, yeah, the old team is gone. Luckily not. In his own statement, Kaczynski said GOG will continue to uphold its values of freedom, independence, and a genuine sense of ownership. The co-founder said that in a PC market that keeps moving toward mandatory clients and closed ecosystems, he believes GOG's approach is more relevant than ever. And I do believe that, because we had this debacle with Steam and Visa and MasterCard and so on, where they tried to push their stupid, very stupid values onto Steam, Valve, and so on. And we're very hypocritical with that one. And yeah, this can also happen with GOG. I'm fully aware of that. But I really dislike that. And with GOG, they do have the game Horses, just as an example. If you don't know what the game Horses is, it's this very controversial game that is supposed to be repulsive and everything in a I don't have the words for it. I'm just going to say in a thoughtful kind of way. So I'm sorry for the lag there on my part. But it's not on Steam. It's been not being taken down. It was never released on Steam, which is really sad. But there GOG said, yeah, games are art. If you want to do something provocative, let's go. And I do like that one. So I believe that CD Projekt, with its exceptional AAA games, will stand as always behind the GOG offering, making GOG the best place on the planet to purchase. The Witcher and Cyberpunk games, both existing titles and the new ones, will all anticipate so much, he said. As a mature gamer, I often play classic games myself and deeply admire the creativity behind many of them. Yeah, we just started playing Onimusha too, and damn, it's so good. It's so much fun. I mean, the story obviously has so many flaws, but there are so many beautiful things in these old games that we don't have in the games today, which is so incredibly sad, because especially Western games are losing their identity. And as of right now, they don't have identity. If I say, oh yeah, the one with the non-binary character, the one with the homosexual character, the one with the strong female lead, but the less stronger male counterpart, and so on. That's basically every game now. And don't get me wrong, I do like strong female leads. I love Stellar Blade, I love Bayonetta, I love Nier Automata, and so on. But I also love my games like now Onimusha 2. Oh no, we need new examples. Wait, what is in my Steam library right now? Ah yeah, Space Marine 2. I wait, what is a new game? Oh crap. That I don't have that many new games. This year has been not so good, hasn't it? Huh. Yeah, I'm scrolling down, but oh yeah, Expedition 33. I kind of forgot that it's still 2026. But yeah, oh man, I miss Gustav. Now I'm getting sad again. Okay, yeah, but I think you get my point. Old games are they have something truly special in my heart. Where were we? I truly believe that well-crafted classics can deliver as much joy as new releases. Yeah, as of right now, I just looked at my Steam library. There are not that many new games on there. I mean, yes, Blueprints, but I also love Blueprints. But yeah, when it comes to pure playability, timeless games often prove to be really the safe choice. Yes, especially in a market flooded with gazillions of low quality, smaller games. It's not only smaller games, it's also big games because, again, GeForce Now, Game Pass. Why should they make great games when they can pump out stuff like this? Beyond preserving classics, GOG has always sought out new games with a retro spirit. I'm personally involved in the development of a few games like that, and they will certainly make their strong appearance on GOG in 2026. Okay, I'm really interested in that right now. What are you cooking, man? But yeah, I really like this. Also, again, it's totally fine whenever consoles are delayed. Delay them to 2027, 2028 if you must do this. It's absolutely fine. Again, PlayStation 5 sales were good last month. People should enjoy their consoles right now because they're not going to buy a new console next year. I'm not even going to buy a PlayStation 6 next year because why should I? The GameCube is coming next year, hopefully. I mean, there it is. It's on my wish list, just like the controller, because I'm really hyped for those. And with Sony's AI sensor program, no, that's going to be terrible. That's going to be really, really bad for everyone involved. So yeah, also another reason not to buy a PlayStation 6, by the way, because I want to enjoy my games like they should be. Wait, wrong button. Yeah. But yeah, that's already it. I don't have anything else. I'm sorry, I'm tired. Coffee is still not kicking in, and I'm preparing myself for the Gundam tournament tonight, as I really want the card, the pilot card that is for the top 4 players. Hmm. It's Haman Khan, if you know Gundam. I really do love the art of that card. I want it. But yeah, so no stream tonight. Onimusha 2, we will continue that one tomorrow. And you know what? I'm going to look more into GOG right now. I should have done again earlier. I do have a couple of games there, but I'm just not as active on there as I should. Yeah, I'm going to end this right now. I'm sorry. I just love talking to you, and with the prospect of not being able to stream today, I I don't know. I'm getting emotional. Also, the year is coming to an end, and I haven't punched anyone, which is a big plus, even though many people were really stupid. But yeah, what are your thoughts on all of this? Please leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section down below. I'm keen to know what you have to say. And while you're here, please remember to do all the things that make the dinks. Why? Because that way we can build a bigger community and talk more video game news every day. And by that I of course mean like and subscribe, and if you want you can share this video with your friends, and please turn off YouTube's restricted mode. Otherwise, have a great day, my friend. Stay fantastic, stay hydrated, and I will see you tomorrow with the next video, and of course on Emusha 2 with the stream. Bye, bye, bye.